Who does Antifa actually attack? Episode 3, April 15th, 2017, Berkeley, live feed by Very Fake News. The following points are crucial to this entire video. Number 1. The protesters threw explosives, bottles, rocks, and so on into a crowd of people, that is, the attendees of the rally, journalists, etc., indiscriminately. Therefore, every member of that crowd was attacked. Number 2. The protesters claim that they are justified in so doing because some, or most, or all of the people they threw explosives and other objects at are Nazis, fascists, and so on. Number 3. Therefore, this video is an examination of this claim, their narrative. As explained in episode 1, some of the protesters against the rally are part of a group called No. Some are part of a group called By Any Means Necessary, which of course takes their name from Malcolm X's view on violence, which is of course in direct opposition to that of Martin Luther King Jr.'s non-violent ideals. And of course some of the protesters are part of the Antifa Black Bloc. Also, as explained in episode 1, any dirt on anyone, any damning evidence whatsoever will be displayed in this video, whether from the rally side, the protesters, the police, or what have you. Along the way, we will highlight other pertinent details, such as the explosives that were detonated that day. Neither side will come out looking spotless, for sure. But there may just be an imbalance. Let's see. Here is a map of the park. The two orange lines represent the main barriers between the sides. But make no mistake, there were orange barriers around the entire rally. You can see that the east side of the park was for the rally, and the west side was for the protesters. In future episodes of this series, we will be covering other places, other events. I think we've covered this April 15th event quite enough. Between episode 1 and this episode, we've covered about 6 or 7 hours worth of live stream. And we've cataloged many people. This is taken from the live stream called Berkeley Protest, full day coverage, 4+ hours, 4-15-17 by Very Fake News. As always, you can see this full unedited live stream by clicking on the link in the video description below. This episode deals with the same crowd that was under fire as in episode number 1, but we have tried our best to make sure that we do not point out anyone in this episode that we already pointed out in episode 1. We apologize if we made any mistakes in this regard. Okay folks, let's get right into it. This is the very beginning of the VFN live stream, and we're about to see what the Mayor's Office of Berkeley claims did not happen. For details on this, please see our video titled, I Have the Mayor's Office Lying on Tape to Protect Antifa and BAMN. Here's a little background to this, folks. Before the event, the police put out some memos saying that the rally-goers and the protesters could not enter the park carrying certain restricted items. These items included things like mace, flagpoles, and bottles of any kind, plastic or glass. The park was divided in half, as you can see on this map here, with designated sides for the rally-goers and for the protesters. All the attendees of the rally were disarmed before entering the park. In the aforementioned video, we have the mayor's office, in fact the senior advisor to the mayor, on record saying that she watched the entire event and that the police did disarm anybody entering the park. She claimed there was not a very large procession of Black Bloc Antifa marching with flagpoles. However, we're seeing that this is actually not correct. And obviously, if one claims to have seen the entire thing and claims that this did not happen, one is, quite literally, lying. Now, to be fair, the young man in the red hat with the American flag, he's from the rally side. He's not supposed to be on that side. Okay folks, now let's see how long it takes if we start the clock at the point where we can see Antifa crossing over the barriers that they're not supposed to cross over until the police actually start confiscating items that are deemed to be weapons.
Let's see if the police will do anything.
We're 1 minute and 8 seconds into the live stream, so we'll start the clock there.
Police are getting ready.
We're about to see the journalist, semi-famous journalist Tim Pool, who's done a lot of important video journalism. There he is in the gray hat.
Tim Pool's here.
Of course, I would imagine it's probably against the rules to remove those barriers. The police are still not doing anything at over a minute.
Chicken wire, we've got some riot control guns, and the cops are wearing their helmets. and they are moving in fairly quickly. So the Antifa, all black right now, just showed up to counter protest, Patriots, free speech rally, whatever you want to call it. And this orange wire was set up by the police to separate the groups. Antifa came in and trampled and walked right through it. Now the police are moving.
Here come the police.
Neither event has started yet. The main event on Trump, the right side was scheduled for noon, the left for 10 a.m. And already this group has come in and trampled.
It's been about 2 minutes since they've crossed over the barriers and still nothing. Whoopsie. We're about to see the young man who was holding the flag on the wrong side. There he is. Now I know he looks really Aryan there, but he might not be a Nazi, you know. Okay, now these two, I'm gonna say maybe not Nazis.
I can say that. I love these people right here. We're good. We're chill.
Follow me on YouTube.
I'll protect everybody.
Very fake news.
We'll be peaceful. Take the higher ground and please step back. What is that? Oh yeah, they're supposed to do food. Basically, yeah. We're gonna throw the food at you. The food's here. Take off your hands.
There's a bundle of sticks right here.
That's cool. I don't care. We're ready. I heard they were gonna throw poop at us. Is that true? They're gonna throw poop? I'm prepared. I don't know how you.
It's approximately 4 minutes and 8 seconds into the live stream. We could first see the police moving in now. That means 3 minutes of police doing absolutely nothing, starting the clock when Antifa crosses over the barrier. Oh, what a timely response. How wonderful. And there we could see the police officer carrying a bundle of confiscated flag poles. In case you don't know, folks, these people use these flags as weapons, predictably. There we can see another bundle of weapons, flag poles. Notice that the police are still not patting them down, which is unfortunate because, as we'll see later, they have pepper spray and explosives. Okay, these two? Nazi? Not sure. Here we can see somebody from the rally side giving one of the poles back to the police officers. A black flag, meaning anarchism, meaning that they came from the Antifa side. This guy? Maybe not a Nazi. There's Tim Pool in the gray again. Here's some more rally goers about to enter the park with flag poles. Surely the police are gonna let them hold on to those for 3 minutes too, right? Sure. And here we see the poles are being confiscated. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit. This guy, Nazi? Okay, see the man in the long dark coat and the silver hair and the dark complexion. He's somebody that you can see at a lot of BAMN events. If you watch him closely, it seems that all he does is video record while instigating. That seems to be a shtick. Nazi?
Violence and free, anti-democratic, isn't it? Yeah. By any means necessary, defend their affirmative action!
In case you don't know what that was, that's somebody doing an Yvette Flarka impression. Yvette Flarka is one of the leaders of BAMN. We'll see more of her later. Nazi? 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 Okay, notice the Antifa person banging something against his leg. Some little plastic thing, I guess, like a plastic tube, maybe. Not sure exactly what that is. Maybe it's metal, I guess. Notice the police are not taking that away. They're looking in his direction, and they're not doing anything. Remember that for reference later. Nazi? Now, isn't it ironic that here we see not only commercial products, but products from companies that are, well, incredibly huge and international, Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Now, keep in mind, these people claim to be anti-capitalist and against the bourgeoisie. Now, folks, I don't mean to get all SJW on you, but the following is a fact that these people are not considering. These companies like Coca-Cola and Pepsi, they ravage the third world. They exploit resources, they exploit labor, and I'm not sure if they still do it to this day, but I would not be surprised, but there's a long tradition of taking these drinks like Coca-Cola and Pepsi out into jungle rivers, bringing them to people who have never tried this thing before, offering it to them, and getting them hooked on both the caffeine and the sugar content, which to them is a very powerful drug. And that begins the decline of their little tribal culture, because at that point they then do anything for more. Sooner or later they're wearing t-shirts that are given to them, Coca-Cola t-shirts, Pepsi t-shirts, and they're doing anything for more and more of this concentrated sugar caffeine drug. It throws the entire culture out of equilibrium, hastening their demise. These Antifa people who use money to buy Coca-Cola and Pepsi are quite literally contributing to the demise of third world indigenous people. Folks, that's bourgeoisie capitalism right there. I mean, that's exactly what these people claim to be against, but exactly what they are. Oh, okay, moving on. Moving on. Nazi? Nazi? How about this guy dancing here? The backwards hat. Is he a Nazi? And how about that guy? Nazi? Now this is Nathan D'Amigo. Folks, I do not know much about Nathan D'Amigo. Every time I try to read something about Nathan D'Amigo online, it turns out that it's coming from a biased source. I can tell you that Stormfront, which is a openly racist, neo-Nazi, white supremacist, yada 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 group, they claim that Nathan D'Amigo is with them. The people on the far left also claim that Nathan D'Amigo is some sort of neo-Nazi white supremacist, and all I can find is fake news. However, I am aware that there's probably lots of stuff directly from Nathan D'Amigo, folks. I am sorry, I just have not had the time to look into it. I'm not convinced that he is not racist, nor am I convinced that he is racist. As anybody would do if they have a moderate amount of intelligence and a little bit of reason, I suspend judgment but look for further evidence. Nazi? Nazi?
We represent America.
Nazi?
Sorry.
And here come the police. Pay attention to what they say to this camera person.
Either you put it away, either you got to take it out of here, or you give it out. You're not allowed to have a selfie stick in here. Anything that can be used as a weapon, we got to take.
This would break as a weapon, officer.
It doesn't matter.
I'm here to help you guys. I'm just filming.
And look, man, we got to do it on both sides, all right?
Okay.
So
Wait, what?
look, man, we got to do it on both sides, all right?
Okay.
So
Did you just say that?
look, man, we got to do it on both sides, all right?
Okay.
So
Okay, wait, what happened earlier now? Remember this? Both sides, huh?
look, man, we got to do it on both sides, all right?
Okay.
So either you
Can I leave it down like this?
you got to take it out of here and put it away, or you give it up.
Well, that seems fair. I just noticed something. This officer who's applying the rule hypocritically in favor of one particular side, his badge is Berkeley Police 101. Oh, how apropos. You can't make this stuff up. Truth stranger than fiction.
The cops told me to put away my selfie stick. I guess it's almost plastic, but I guess it could be used as a weapon for some reason.
Nazi? 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 I don't know.
And you can see in the video the cop actually points at us and turns the man.
Nazi?
I was here last time.
Nazis? Okay, now this little group with the sign here, this is part of BAMN. Just to give you some context of where they're at, they are on the rally side, right about where you see the red circle on this map, so they are not supposed to be there. The one in the gray sweater holding the sign is Yvette Falarka, Nazi. How about this guy? Nazi? Listen to what this man asks the cameraman.
What's that sign say, man? Do you know?
Which one?
This big long sign they're holding. What does that say?
It says something America. I forget. Sorry.
Right. Those are actual white nationalists, right? That's who they are.
They were saying stuff similar to that, I think.
What's that?
They were saying Kushner has to go. I don't know.
I'm not sure what the hell is that about.
Kushner is the, you know who that is.
Right, yeah, gotcha. You're not letting them up here. You're not
Okay.
letting white nationalists
All
up
right.
here.
That's the voice of Stuart Rhodes of the Oath Keepers. He's the same person that we've seen in other videos calling out the white supremacists, who may actually turn out to not be white supremacists, but rather false. We'll get into that later. I'm highlighting this, folks, because I think it's very, very important for any side, even if they do believe in free speech, to use their free speech to denounce white nationalism, white supremacy, racism, etc. Okay, going back to the people with the BAMN sign, Yvette Clark and others, here we see that they're actually kind of pushing and shoving now. This is on the rally side, and the police are letting this happen for quite a while, even though those people are not supposed to be on that side, according to the rules that the police themselves have made. There is Yvette Falarka, the very short one. This is all going on here, well, very close to that red circle anyway. And now the police are finally moving in. And as usual, nothing happens to Yvette Falarka, even though she's the main instigator. It's rather suspicious that we see her assaulting people quite often and getting arrested. Well, I've never seen it happen, actually. That person who's being arrested, or at least detained, he is from the rally side.
Donald Trump!
Okay, now, what do you think? Nazi? Maybe. Okay, just to give us a little bit of context, assuming that his watch is correct, it is now 10:53 a.m. at this point in the video. Nazi dog? I don't think so. Nazi? Okay, now pay attention to the man in black with the red hat, the dark sunglasses covering his face with his arm. We've seen him in episode 1 being very suspicious. We'll see him later in this video being even more suspicious. Oh folks, the clues are coming together. Oh yes. Okay, now what do you folks think? Nazi?
Better sign here, but I want to open it when I know somebody's not going to snatch it from
Go ahead and open it.
Where's
Take it.
Stickman?
News, okay.
Where's Stickman?
You know the Star Spangled Banner? Oh, he's around. I'm sure he's here now.
Go ahead and open your sign if you want it open.
Sure.
Okay, now here's a familiar sight at these Berkeley
It was
events.
burned last time.
What this man is holding is a replica of this sign here, which is from Berkeley during the free speech movement. He's obviously making a statement. He's making a statement that Berkeley should still be about free speech, and not about anti-free speech. As we've shown in our videos about the March 4th Berkeley event, the anti-free speech side, that is Antifa and BAMN, took this man's sign and burned it while yelling, "Fuck free speech."
Fuck your free speech, bitch!
You really cannot possibly send any more of a clear message that your movement is against free speech than burning a free speech sign while yelling, "Fuck free speech." Now, can you? And yet, there is no shortage of people out there who either believe or claim to believe that these people are not against free speech. One can hardly be more wrong. Oh, but don't worry, they're burning that sign for social justice. Oh yes, they're fighting oppression. Sure. Fucking morons. Oh, there's so many of you morons out there. Why do you breathe? You're wasting air. Please stop breathing. And more importantly, stop breathing. Okay, enough of that. Let's get back into this.
This is the same type of sign that they burned last time.
There you go.
Nazi? Nazi? I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, and how about this guy? Nazi? And that guy? Is he a Nazi? That guy? Is he a Nazi? And how about this lady here? Is she a Nazi? Here once again we see the man of controversy in all black with the black sunglasses. Just take note of him. Ooh, Nazi dog. Highly dangerous and highly Nazi-like. Must be attacked. I mean, you know, obviously this dog is a Nazi, so you have to throw M80s and flashbangs at it, obviously, because what are you gonna do, not try to hurt a dog? Because, you know, the dog's a Nazi, so obviously it deserves to have its hearing damaged and have explosives thrown at it. Durr. Okay, now look at that guy. I'm sure he's a Nazi, too! Oh, look, 2 vicious Nazi dogs. They're playing on the grass. Quick, get an explosive! Don't let him get away! Must kill all the Nazis! Must kill all the Nazis! I mean, look at those evil dogs. Okay, now that guy, he may not be a Nazi. Now, I know he's not actually with the rally goers. He's a journalist that came there from the outside. However, as the Antifa BAMN side argues, all the people on the rally side deserve to have explosives thrown at them.
Don't worry about it. It won't work like that.
Hey, God bless you, man.
Nazi? Nazi? Nazis?
Oh, excuse me.
And here comes an explosive. Okay, now, watch this guy, this Antifa guy, flailing around. Where have we seen something like that before? Now, I can't tell if the explosive just completely disintegrated or if somebody had kicked the explosive shell away, what was left of it, I'm not sure. This was one of many explosives being thrown at the rally side, and this is why we include all those people as the people that Antifa attacked. If you're throwing an explosive into a crowd, then basically all those people in that crowd are potential targets. You are attacking each individual in that crowd. Again, this is only one of many explosives. Just to be clear, that explosive landed on the rally side. Now, do you think the police just threw an explosive in the middle of the rally when nobody was fighting? Or do you think maybe the protesters threw that? What do you think is more likely? And is either one acceptable?
Get up!
What's going on here?
Hey, you can't run! You can't run!
You get a helicopter run!
You can't run!
Go back!
That's the first time I punched someone in the face.
Maybe not a Nazi.
Hey, give him some room, please. Give him some room.
And there's the man of mystery again. There's that guy again.
So, 11:20 a.m.
And again. Take note of his body language here, folks. I'm not going to speculate, but I am asking you, the viewer, to observe. What do you suppose his body language is saying? I will ask one question. Does he appear to be comfortable on that side? What do you think? Leave a comment below. Nazi? Take a look at this clever hat. It's a play on the Antifa symbol anti-fascist action, what you can see there on your screen. But this one says anti-communist action. And it's in yellow and black, which is the colors associated with anarcho-capitalism. Not to be confused with anarcho-communism and or anarcho-syndicalism, which would be red and black. And there's the man in the red hat and all black again. Nazi? Nazi? Nazi?
And they realized that they had
Nazi?
to go through other ways to deceive the American populace and to
Nazi?
take over the West. Infiltrate
Nazi?
all sections of society.
See this lady here? Remember her. Here she is in this photo beside the man of mystery. The mystery that hopefully we will solve. Nazi?
Until communist policies and ideas review assignment, editorial writing.
Nazi?
What happens to you when you stand up for your rights?
Oh, and this guy? Nazi?
It's 11:30.
Nazi? All these people are Nazis? And these people? Oh, look who it is. Here comes another explosive.
Oh, let's go.
Nazi? Meanwhile, at the front line... Here comes another explosive. Notice that it landed by a bunch of police officers, so the claim that the police were throwing these explosives and not Antifa, not very credible.
No, that's what we're
Nazi?
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna plug in real quick.
Nazi? Nazi? Nazis? Nazi? Nazi? Hey, there's that guy again.
How is he greedy? He ended using
Nazi? Nazis?
Guy's popular. Oh, there we go. Hey, come out!
Nazi? This guy here can be seen in this photo here, wherein he seems to be struggling over this shield here, which seems to be this shield here, with this guy, who seems to be this guy here. Another explosive. And there's that guy again.
Not from those guys, dude. Right away. It's fucking counterballs. Don't. If you're putting guns on, it's fucking nuts.
This is environmentalism.
Hey, remember these Nazis from episode 1?
Go down to Trump! Go down to Trump!
Nazi?
Go down to Trump!
Nazi? Nazi?
Go down to Trump! Right back!
Nazi?
Go down to Trump! Woo woo! Go down to Trump!
Nazi?
No, I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid.
At this point in the live stream, the camera person is here, where a lot of the hand-to-hand fighting is taking place. Here comes another explosive. And here comes another explosive. Close to the cameraman, and look who it is. It's the free speech sign guy. The guy who holds true to the free speech movement of Berkeley, who is probably not a Nazi, but who they are throwing explosives at nonetheless.
Police, do your job! You're not gonna!
And that brings to mind the question, why aren't the police doing anything? Nazi?
Hopefully.
Nazi? This is Crowman, otherwise known as Crowman17 on YouTube. He takes videos of these events. You should check out his channel, Crowman17. Nazi? Here comes another explosive. We're about to see a man get hit on the head with a glass bottle. Here it comes. Did you see that? Let's do slow motion instant replay. There it is. There it is again. It hits his head, bounces off, and there it is, bouncing off that guy's shoes.
They're throwing glass bottles. They're throwing glass bottles!
Oh look, it's the police. Are they actually going to do something? Watch your ears, another explosive. Nazi? Oh boy, would you look at this Nazi. Berkeley Zen Center, definitely a Nazi. I mean, look at that symbol, it's practically a swastika. You know, because Zen-loving hippies, they're always Nazis. Nazi. Here comes another explosive. And another. Here comes another bottle. Let's see that again. And here's that man of mystery again, and now he has the infamous shield with the black sun symbol. Where did that shield come from? And the staff, for that matter. He didn't have these until just now. As we will see later, it seems to come along with a black plastic garbage bag. And there's the guy with the black sun shield yet again. Okay, we fast-forwarded past a lot of the fighting, and we will fast-forward past a lot more. There's just too much of it. But of course you can see the entire uncut live stream by clicking on that link in the video description below. Watch your ears, another big bada boom. Nazis? Nazi? Nazi? Here we can see that among the people the explosives are being thrown at is a handicapped man. So now we can add the quote-unquote differently able to the list of marginalized groups that Antifa and BAMN are attacking. If you include the immigrants that I've shown were attacked on March 4th, we hardly have a category of marginalized groups that were not attacked by Antifa. Here come two more explosives. Okay folks, here come more explosives, and I'll tell you what, just watch your ears from this point out. There's just too many explosives for me to mention. It's just going to keep happening and happening. and wonderful. That last explosive landed very close to this man in the wheelchair. Oh, I forget. He's a Nazi, right? So that makes it okay. Nazi? Nazi?
It's 12:40 right now.
Nazi?
Come to my country and take it away from me. That's right.
Okay, here comes that man of controversy again in what looks like the same shield made out of 3 skateboards with the black sun symbol, only now it seems it's inside a black plastic bag. Where is he going? What's in that backpack? A little over 3 minutes later, here he is again, and here we can see rather clearly that the shape under the black plastic seems to be 3 skateboards stuck together. Nazi?
Hey, what's up, man? Remember last time, guys?
Nazi?
What happened there? I went to get milk and you was gone.
I went to the police.
Oh, they heard. Motherfuckers. Yeah, so I'm not.
Nazi? Nazi? Another Nazi dog? To be fair, these people who have their dogs in this situation where explosives are being thrown at them are being very irresponsible. Animals should not be brought into that sort of situation. Their hearing can be damaged, of course. Imagine if one of these explosives landed on or very close to that little dog. Think of the damage that it could do. So these people with their dogs are being, I would say, very negligent. In fact, here come some more explosives rather close to this tiny dog. Nazi? Nazi?
Was like, I didn't even know where, I couldn't even see where it was. It happened so fast.
Blast!
Look,
Oh,
yeah.
damn!
And that wasn't right, it wasn't like right next to me. It was like, because I
went through his pants.
That just happened.
It burnt through your
That
pants?
last one that happened right over there. Yeah.
Okay folks, I've pointed out so many of these people who are probably not Nazis that I'm gonna stop mentioning them. We'll just go ding! There's the man of controversy again, now without his shield, or staff, or his Trump hat. What's going on there? Where did these things go? Did he perhaps hand the shield off to someone? Perhaps somebody like this right here? Sort of a, here, hide the weapon for me kind of situation? Okay, now watch out for the guy with the blood streaming down his head and face. There he is picking up his cell phone or something, it appears. That's the guy who we featured in the beginning of our video. Back to Berkeley, Antifa Fascists versus Civil Liberties, April 15th, 2017.
We have the right to free speech and we have the right to stand up. I don't support everything Trump does, but I stand against this. One of the fascist left anarchists took one of my hats, so I went into the crowd of them. I got hit in the side of the head, I got hit in the head with 2 sticks, and I still stood there just to stand up. I didn't hit him back. We don't have to hit him back, but it's time for Americans to stand up. It's time for us to stand up against this nonsense. They're the racists, they're the sexists, they're the bigots. They lose, and this is what they do. They come at you with sticks from behind, they put masks on their face. Stand up, America. It's time for you to stand up for freedom.
Fucking coward! You fucking terrorist!
There's that guy again. This guy in a red shirt, he's now semi-famous for being hit on the head with a bike lock from the professor of ethics and other things, Eric Clanton. That guy on your screen there. We'll see more of the victim in a minute.
What's up? What's up? That's what you got?
Now here comes that guy again, AJ. You can see he's all bloody. So that means that the following happened just out of view of this live stream. This. Okay, now here's the guy that Eric Clanton hit over the head with a bike lock. You can see some of his blood there next to the broken glass from one of the many bottles Antifa were throwing. And there he is. What do these people have against garbage cans? Here they are, wheeling in a garbage bin on fire, for whatever reason. Pay close attention to this next explosive. Notice that it had sparks, unlike the others that we've seen in this live stream. Let's see that from the helicopter. So notice the ball of flame first, a puff of smoke, then comes a bigger explosion with sparks and more smoke. So I think we may be dealing with different kinds of explosives. In a little bit we'll see another explosive which is different. Listen close, you can hear one of the many bottles breaking, this time close to the camera. Watch this explosive. That's a different spark pattern than we've seen before. Let's compare the last one to this one. Here comes a smoke canister, then the winds of war will shift, and Antifa starts running away. Like a dog to hunt, the rally goers chase after him like one army routing another.
The wind is on our side!
Okay, we're not sure, but we're almost sure that in this red circle here, the famous Nathan Domingo versus Moldylocks melee is taking place.
You can see the masked anarchist woman ready to throw a glass bottle when she was punched in the face. She runs around the back while the man runs around the front to punch her again. The second punch, a second glass bottle falls out of her backpack, and you can hear it shatter on the ground. How many bottles had she been throwing?
Because this live streamer has his camera tilted down too much, we can't really see what's going on here, but the rally-goers are charging Antifa, who is fleeing, and throwing explosives back at the rally-goers as they run.
It is 1:54 p.m.
There he is again. And at a few minutes after 2 p.m., the live stream ends. Unfortunately, the man of mystery remains a mystery. It still seems rather fishy. We'll have to look for more evidence in the future. I promise to try my best to get to the bottom of this, and if you folks know any clues, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you very much. Let's do a quick review. Here are all the supposed Nazis that Antifa claims was necessary to inflict physical damage upon before they managed to achieve their genocide against, immigrants or Muslims or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't even think they know. And to get a little glimpse into the minds of these people, how it is that they could throw glass bottles and explosives at a crowd of these people and justify it, well, here's Moldylocks herself.
So during the fighting, there was about 7 M80s thrown into the crowd from the Antifa side. One of them landed next to an old woman who fell down trying to get away from it. I'm wondering if you or I know you don't speak for the entire group, but do you condemn the throwing of fireworks at people?
Well, the revolution isn't fucking easy. I mean, I got kneed in the face, pepper sprayed in the eye, and some guy tried hitting my head against a rock. And he was wearing a fucking Make America Great Again hat. So I guess that's sort of what we're trying to defend ourselves against. These people are coming in and they're trying to take away our rights, and they're passing legislation to take away our rights, and we're here to tell them that that's not fucking okay. They're here trying to posture up and say, oh look, we're so big and powerful, look at our movement, and we're telling them, no, you're not fucking welcome.
That is indicative of the minds of these people who consider it okay to throw explosives into crowds of people. That's a glimpse into the twisted mind of Antifa and BAMN. If you've made it this far, folks, you deserve a medal for your endurance. So in the end, the question is, if it's still a question, was Antifa and BAMN throwing explosives into a crowd of Nazis and fascists of various colors and, well, species? Or are they just simply full of shit? Stay tuned for future episodes. Okay, subscribe to my channel and click that little bell icon for notifications of new videos. Subscribe to me on Minds.com and VidMe, and Twitter if you like that sort of dumbing down of communication. There's links to all of these in the video description below. I'd like to thank my executive producer and partner in crime, Tabitha, baby, I love you. Thank you everyone for watching. Love, and do as thou wilt.